Yay! Hey, Spree Dynasty. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and make a getting started right call for you guys. Just as an example so that you guys know what's going on and how to have these with your new coaches. Because that is the coolest part, is that now you lead your own business and you have the, guys, you can totally do this. Don't be afraid to do a getting started right call. Okay, so what we first want to do is we're going to go through kind of what it looks like. I will be the coach, and I have found this amazing coach. Her name is Jessica. Holy cow, let me tell you about her. She's amazing, and I just found her, and so we're going to do a getting started right call. I have already sent her an email, and the email has the Spree Dynasty Getting Started Right packet, the new coach packet in it. It also has the checklist in there, and that will help them to get started and know that they need to do a getting started right call. So hopefully they will preemptively ask you for the getting started right call, which is super awesome because then it's putting a lot of responsibility in their hands. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
So good. Thank you so much for jumping on this little call. This is Zoom. You've probably actually never even seen this, right? This is new.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like Skype. It's really cool. We use it a lot with Beachbody, so get used to it. Okay, so I just wanted to go over a little bit about what this whole coaching thing is. What does it look like to be a coach, and what my role is and how I can help you. And then we'll go over some next steps so that we can get started right. Okay? So my goal is to truly, from the bottom of my heart, empower you, Jessica, to be the best you possible. So I know that we are on this journey of discovery, and we're on this journey to kind of figure out who we are in this like growth journey. And so that's one of the coolest parts about being a coach, is that you don't have to be perfect. You're imperfectly you, and you get to share that with other people and encourage other people to just grow. Okay? Like, we're all imperfect and we know that, but we just want to grow. So with that being said, I would love to hear a little bit about why you wanted to become a Beachbody coach. Like, tell me a little bit about why you're like, okay, let's do this. Maybe like your personal and your business.
Okay, well, I guess for personal, I just really needed some women in my life to align with. We just moved, so don't really know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And business side, I just really want to get out of debt.
Yeah. Shoot, that's a good goal. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like you need more energy in your life, like more passion or growth?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like really tired all the time. I don't know if it's just because of being a mom or what, but yeah,
very possible.
It's really great.
Yeah. Well, shoot, those are all some really awesome whys. And you know what? Here's the cool thing, is that we're going to develop together over time really why you're doing this, and to kind of feel like a deeper connection to your why. So we'll go over that, and we will totally get through that a little bit more. But let me just ask you this. Here's a big, deep question. Are you ready?
Okay.
What would your life look like if you had nothing stopping you? Like, if something's holding you back currently, or if you feel like the weight of something, if you had nothing stopping you, what does dream Jessica's life look like? Where would you live? Where would you shop? What would you buy? What would you, like, where would you work? What's your dream?
Well, I mean, I don't want this to sound super selfish, but I think that I really want to own my own house.
I love it.
Have somewhere where we're not having to waste money on rent.
Yeah.
And just the freedom to be able to go on vacation would be really nice.
Yeah.
Send my kids to a private school instead of public. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not really sure yet.
I love that. You're like, somebody's never asked me that before.
I know. I've never really thought to dream that big.
Yeah. Gosh, I love that you said that, Jessica, because, you know, when I first started Beachbody, my dreams were real small. Like, I was just like, well, I want to be out of debt, you know, and it was like, now I have this dream of being a world-renowned speaker, of changing thousands, millions of lives. And it's like, whoa, where'd that come from, right? I was thinking way too small. So it's cool. Like, it's totally normal and it's totally fine. And we will grow beyond that. Okay, so let's take a look at what it looks like to be a coach. Kind of some of the things that we do. I know that it looks like we just travel and we're on Facebook all the time, right? Like, yeah, you just post on Facebook. That's what a coach does. No, not really. I want to simplify it. So what we are doing is we are networking to make new legit friends that we can invest in and help them move forward to reach their goals. So that's really all it is. Like, we're just networking to find more people. It's that idea that we aren't the best person that we could possibly be yet. And we haven't encountered all of the amazing people that there are on this world yet. It's the idea that we have the opportunity to still meet some amazing people in our life. So we need a network to find those people. Okay, so that's really just our goal, is we're just networking to find people and see if they have a need, and if they have a need that we could potentially help them with. So the three things that we focus on as a Beachbody coach are, and if you're taking notes, this is where you're going to want to take out your pen and paper. So you are going to want to do the 3 vital behaviors. The 3 vital behaviors. So number 1 is to invite. An invite doesn't look like this, where you like message somebody and you're like, hey, I'm a new Beachbody coach. Do you want to buy the 21-day fix? It's so amazing. And it's got these super cool containers. So not an invite. If you know that person and you have a relationship already with them, maybe that's a possibility. But what an invite really looks like is inviting yourself, or inviting that person rather, into the opportunity of hanging out again, or inviting them to a coffee date, or inviting them into your life, inviting them into positivity. Like, there's so many different ways to look at it, but inviting people into this lifestyle is really what that looks like, okay? So we want to invite every single day. That's number 1. And number 2, we want to be a product of the product. So obviously, we want to be drinking our Shakeology. We want to be working out so that we can show that these products, not only do they work, but they're amazing and they're in our lives. And it's just something that we do. It's our lifestyle. So being a product of the product. And then number 3 would be personal development. So I always tell a story about Carl Deichler, because when I first became a Beachbody coach, I went to Summit and I was a new Beachbody coach. And Carl Deichler, if you don't know, he is our CEO and he is the founder of Beachbody, and he has such a passion for others. Like, his heart for others and for growth is phenomenal. Like, this guy, solid, rock solid guy. I'm honored to say that he's my CEO. So what he said at that summit was that if you do nothing today, if you don't work out, you don't drink your Shakeology, you don't invite, if you don't do any of those things, do this one thing. And it's called personal development. And that means reading a book that can fulfill you spiritually. That means potentially listening to a podcast that could fulfill your business aspirations. That means reading a book that what your sponsor coach or another coach recommends to you. That's what personal development is. And it's just 10 minutes or 10 pages even a day of adding something positive into your life, something that will help you grow. So the last 2 things I want to talk about in this section, kind of like what does a coach do, is the BAT, and that's the business activity tracker. You can write that down, BAT, right? BAT. You're like, what? That's the thing. Yeah, totally. Just like that. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm gonna just make a note right here. This is a lot of information. A ton. And you don't have to know it all right now. The coolest part is that we have a phenomenal community and that we all support each other and that we all share information and we all work together. So don't feel like I'm going to do this call and then you're out on your own. You're like, what the heck is that? I don't understand this product of a product. Whatever. So don't worry. This is just a little information so that you know. And don't feel overwhelmed. It is a lot of information, but I will guide you. Okay? Okay. So the BAT is a tracker. It's simply just a tracker to help you track that invite, product of product, and PD. It's super awesome. It's, and here, guys, we'll note right here, this is where you could talk to them about a different tracker if you use a different tracker, or if you want them to start off on the 7-day quick start instead of the BAT, whatever you want to do here. Obviously make this call your own, but this is what I want my people to do, is start with a contact list and a BAT. So that's what we're talking about here. So, okay, side note. Now we'll go back into it. So the BAT is to help you follow up and to help you have a contact list. Okay, so the last thing I want to say here is to talk about posting. So the thing that we need to do is we have to let people know that we're open for business, right? People don't know that they can buy from you. People don't know that they can get inspiration from you. People don't know that they can be motivated by you unless you tell them, hey, I'm a motivator. Hey, you know, if you say, hey, I'm your inspiration or whatever it is, if you don't say that, people don't know who to come to you. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. We post about it. I'm not saying make up a banner that has Beachbody and Shakeology and I sell this now. You want to buy it for $97? Ask me how. No, that's so not what we're looking to do. We're looking to, remember, this is to positively inspire people, to motivate people, to inspire growth in people's life, and then to show them about your life. Like, that's what Facebook is about, right? To show other people how you do life. How are you making this work? So here is your tip for posting. This is what you're going to work on. Okay. If you can post 3 times a day, and you'll make the posts about this. So write it down. Number 1 would be a motivational post. That could be a quote. That could be a selfie. That could be a picture with a little words. It could be anything that you feel is motivational, inspirational, just having people around you see that there is a more positive life, that they could choose joy, okay? So number 2 would be a personal life experience. Hey, you went to Starbucks today. Take a picture, post it on Facebook. Say how much you love Starbucks. Don't make it negative. Don't make it kind of like, I don't know what I'd say here. But, you know, just like, I think I would.
Keep it positive.
Yeah, just keep it positive. So, okay, so the third part to your posting then is health and fitness. So that can be either a actual workout post, a workout video. It could be a Shakeology post. I highly recommend to not do more than 2 Shakeology posts a week, even if I do it. Don't do it. Sometimes I forget, and so I do like 3 or 4 a week, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I go back and I'm like, oh, that's too many. So the 3 are motivational, the second one is personal life, and the third one is health and fitness. So let me ask you, Jessica, does that sound like something you could do? I mean, I know oftentimes people are like, oh my gosh, I can't do what you do on Facebook. But when I put it like that, does that sound possible?
I think that sounds possible. If I'm going to do my workout anyways, it only takes a couple more seconds to.
Right. See? And you see that. You see that just by you, number 1, it's accountability, right? And number 2, you could potentially influence somebody else to do a workout. And even if you do potentially influence one person, that's more than you influenced by not taking the selfie. So that's what we're doing as leaders. We're standing up and saying, hey, I'm going to stand up and say that this is what's right for us. This is what's healthy, and this is what we need. And so I need the accountability. But 2, I hope I inspire somebody else to do the same thing. Cool. I love that you see that it's possible. Okay, so what is my role? I am your sponsor coach. I am blessed that you joined my team. I am honored that you joined my team. And my job is to truly get you started on the right foot and to guide you along the way. But I want to make sure you know that this is totally your business. And this, you can run and skyrocket as far as you want. And here's the coolest part. And this is rare in MLMs. Get this, ready? You can go as high as you want. You don't need me to succeed in order for you to succeed. So mind-boggling cool that you have the opportunity now to have your own business. Like you truly and honestly have the opportunity to run your own business. You're like, that's kind of scary, right? Tell me, are you a little scared? What does that mean? Yeah, that's okay. That's totally okay. We can recognize our fears. We can recognize that we need growth in certain areas. That's totally fair. So my goal is just to help you and to help you recognize certain things and to kind of steer you away from some of the crazy stuff that I've already done and some of the mistakes that I've made. But I want to make sure that you know and that you have ownership over your own business, that whatever you say goes and that the work that you put in is directly reflected in your paycheck. Okay? That's fair, right?
And there's going to be like some kind of training or something, right? I'm not just like...
Totally. No, I'm just going to let you go on your own. You're going to... Yes, totally. There's going to be training. I'm going to actually put you in a training group that's self-led. So that just like I was saying, you go at your own pace. You know what I mean? This is kind of like college. So it's the difference between high school and college. High school, you're forced to go. You have to do it. College, you don't have to. You choose the courses, you choose the speed, and then when you graduate, you make a ton of money and you don't have the debt that you would if you were in actual college. So you learn as you go, and that training is totally going to help you, but you get to choose the speed, okay? So that training, I will actually put you into that group as soon as we're done with this phone call, so you can get started, in 20 minutes if that's what you want.
Awesome.
Or you can start it in a few days, whatever works better for you. Okay, so let's wrap up this call. I just wanted to end with a few questions. So this question that I have, it is talks about motivation. So I want to know deep down what inspires and motivates you the most, like out of anything. Okay, there's 4 different options. So A is fun and recognition. B is helping others and being a part of a cause. C is order, timelines, facts, and figures. And number 4 is challenge goals or leadership goals. So out of those 4, what do you think?
Man, I think I'm a little mix of both, or almost all of them. But I think probably the most is by challenges.
Yeah, okay. That is good to know. So if I put a challenge on your plate, are you going to take it and run with it? Or are you going to be like, oh my gosh, and then go with it? How are you normally?
I'm highly competitive, sometimes to a fault.
Dude, love it. Okay. I see the competition in you. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's a good question. What would you like me to do if you happen to go MIA? If you go missing, if life happens to you, if you recognize that, holy cow, my grandma just died and my kids are starting school and I have to buy fall clothing and my dog needs to go to the vet. If that happens and you put Beachbody on a total back burner, what am I able to do to help get you back in and to recognize that we can grow, even if that's a slow speed, we can grow to. So what happens if you go MIA? Do I text you? Do I call you? Do I knock on your door?
Honestly, I think a phone call would be good, because sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I really need to just talk it out, and you tell me I'm not crazy, and that I can step by step. That's sometimes what my husband does for me, but to have somebody else do that would be really helpful.
Yeah. Okay. You're just like me. See, that's why we're on the same team. See how that works? Like attracts like. You are totally me. Okay, so let's go ahead and set some goals for you, Jess. Okay, so the first thing that we want to work on is covering the cost of your Shakeology this month, right? You don't want to pay for that.
No.
Oh, I've already done that. I don't want to pay for that anymore. Okay, so what we need to do in order to pay for your Shakeology is you're going to receive the commission from 3 people. And those 3 people are going to, that commission is going to pay for your Shakeology. So all you need to do is find 3 people to help to join the next challenge group and to get them a challenge pack. Okay. So that is going to also give you 6 SC points. SC, you're like, what? I know, SC. and that's called Success Club. And so we can go into that a little bit more through the training. You will in the training, and you will understand that that is the basis of how the business runs. That's how you find success in your business, is by hitting Success Club consistently every single month. So if you cover the cost of your Shakeology, not only are you finding 3 people to join you on your journey, but you're also hitting Success Club. Hey! So you're going to get prizes for that. You're going to get accolades. And 3, you could potentially rank advance. So within your first month, the one thing that you really want to strive for is to rank advance. And that is to your first official rank, which is Emerald. Emerald rank is finding 2 coaches to join and join underneath you. So that's 2 people that either want a discount on Shakeology, or they're interested in the business aspect of it. It could be either a hobby or a total business builder. But those are 2 people that are interested in potentially joining your journey. So let me ask you this. Can you, off the top of your head, think of like just 5 people that could, even if they would say no, can you think of 5 people that would potentially either need an at-home workout program, or they seriously need some nutrition in their life and could really benefit from Shakeology?
Yeah, I mean, I think I could probably think of a couple family members and maybe some people in the ops group.
Totally. There you go. I love that. You're thinking out of the box. So yes, that's exactly what you need to do. The fact that you can think of 5 people off the top of your head is phenomenal. So what I want you to do is actually make a list of 10. Hey, that's how we grow, right? So if you think you can do 5, I'm going to ask you to do 10. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and create a list of 10 people that you think, even if they said no, could potentially benefit from either Shakeology or working out. And just write those 10 down, and then maybe think about contacting 3 of them and just reconnecting your friendship with them, or reconnecting a connection with them. Don't mention Beachbody. Don't mention any of that stuff. Just invest in someone positively. So your next steps, ready? Besides the list of the 10, we want you to jump on the team calls. So we are actually changing our team calls. Hey, Spree, announcement.
FYI.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this later, guys. But we are actually changing our team calls to Mondays. You're all like, what? I know, we just changed it. I'm sorry, guys. But you will see why, because we are creating a phenomenal community with my success partners, and we're actually going to be getting some really, really good content in every single week. So I think if we limit it to just Spree, we're not going to get the kind of content that we need. It's not going to be enough to drive us. So we're going to combine. So anyways, team calls are going to be on Monday, Jessica. I'd love for you to jump on those. If you can jump on them live, they're actually going to be at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I know you are not in Pacific Standard Time, but it will be at 6 o'clock on Mondays, or they're always recorded. So if you have to, you can catch the recording, but I promise you, you're going to want to be live because it's so much better live. So like I said in the beginning, I'm going to add you to the self-led training group. So that's also going to be a next step of yours. And then I offer 2 groups every month. And that is the clean eating group, and that's free. And you can invite all of your prospects to that, all of the people that you think might need some clean eating tips and tricks and a little accountability for a week.
Okay.
And then I will also add you to the Redo You, which is our challenge group. It's our ongoing challenge group, but we have open enrollment once a month. So this is where I would say when the next open enrollment is. So I know we've talked a lot. Actually, I know I've talked a lot. So tell me, how are you feeling? I know that you could potentially be a little overwhelmed, and we've talked about, the idea that life could potentially get in the way, and it may, like you're doing something good, you're doing something positive for your life and for other people. And so most likely life will happen around you. And so I just want to warn you, fair warning, but I'm here to help you and guide you. And I'm stoked that you're on our team, Jess.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm a little scared, but I'm also very excited.
Very good. Hey, that's
people.
perfect.
That doesn't sound too overwhelming. I think I can do that.
That's pretty doable, right? We make a list of 10. We contact 3. what? Now you got a list, so you can do 3 today, 3 tomorrow, and dude, just do 4 the last day. Okay. Hi, Carolee. So cute.
Say hi to Spree.
Say hi, Spree. Hi, Spree. So guys, that is our GSR. Here's a little bit of input that I'll put. I didn't ask enough questions. Right, Jess?
Probably not. Or like leave pauses.
Yeah.
Somebody can talk. Obviously, we've kind of sped this up a little bit because this is already probably running a little long. And we know you guys don't like watching long videos. But we wanted to give a full-on example of what a GSR call should and could look like.
Totally.
When you're doing this for real, give some pauses in case they have questions to interject or something. You know, give them room to talk.
Yeah, totally agree. Yep, good insight. Yeah, more pauses, more questions. And, you know, honestly, if I was trying to get to know somebody, I mean, clearly I know Jess. If I was trying to get to know somebody, I think I would take, what do you mean by that? You know, just truly be curious. Like that's such a cool, positive, you know, being curious is good. Yeah. And people want you to be curious about their lives. People want to talk about themselves.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
Thanks, guys, for watching this. If you've watched the whole way through.
Dude, you rock. Message us if you have. If you've watched this entire thing, message us. We want to know.
All right.
Bye, guys.